The Wonder Map, it's magical.
What isn't magical anymore?
Let me see if I've got this straight. Behind the waterfall there was a cave. In the deepest part of the cave there was a gigantic gem. When you pressed on the gem, it triggered a trap of some kind. Unsurprisingly, you were flushed out to the distant hot spring. Is that the gist of your report?
Pretty much.
No, no, no. Doesn't matter if you can get the gem. This is a major discovery.
Why? You discovered a room behind a waterfall. Well, no, Rayquaza discovered it first.
Did we even make a discovery though? Because if my headache flashbacks were right, somebody else discovered it before us.
AKA Rayquaza.
But it suspiciously looks like something else. Something I've seen before. That isn't Rayquaza.
I'm pretty sure it's Rayquaza.
There's no mistaking it. It's Wigglytuff.
What? Wigglytuff is secretly Rayquaza?
Something's Rayquaza. Shut up. Guys, I think there must be a problem. I think Guildmaster Wigglytuff found it first.
Darn Guildmaster. The funny thing is, without Wigglytuff, aka Rayquaza...
Shut up, shouldn't you try to speak to him first? Maybe he did find it first, but he doesn't know. Or doesn't remember. Yeah.
I still say, if he doesn't remember, we should claim the discovery, because he doesn't remember the discovery, which means it never happened.
Well, aren't you going to go to check, Chatbot? Yeah. So how did it go? When asked the Guildmaster, he mulled it over a bit. Then he said, "Oh, memories, sweet memories. Utah." Then he danced around a bit. Then he
Utah?
said, "Yes, when I think hard, maybe I did go there once." And that's what the Guildmaster said. Yeah, so he did point it first.
And I was just putting this for us. Yay! What a big waste of time where Yingpingu could have gotten murdered brutally by water. And nearly did, actually.
So basically, we're the second ever people to ever go there. Oh well, I'm happy with that.
And there's Wigglytuff bouncing an apple, everybody else eating some randomly colored dots. You know, at minimum, if those were berries, they'd have to eat 20 of it just to fill up their bellies.
Well, it's definitely not apple pie.
Oh, I'd want apple pie. A perfect apple pie.
How come you don't like apple pies?
I do. I want one.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't want any.
I said I did. Thank you for giving me the craving for apple pie. You know how hard it is to find apple pie in your head? Do you know how hard?
Not that hard, apparently.
Yes, it is.
That was definitely an exciting adventure today.
Yeah, near-death experiences are always fun.
Biggest chicken. And as usual, I give Lancelot the best of courage.
Yes, by forcing him/her to do all the fighting. Will you cower behind him/her?
Her. You need to get it right for once.
So, Bulbasaur's physically a guy, but mentally it's a girl. Okay, I'll live with that.
We're still trying to twist it.
It's just at the top, Bulbasaur's a male. In the game, it's currently a male. Why do they have to give Pokemon genders? I don't know, really, but still.
Yeah, but in Fire Red and Heart Gold, Lancelot is a female. She'll always be a female, and if you don't stop... Okay, do you want to call her a tomboy then?
I'll accept that.
Good. Have we come to a conclusion there?
So does that mean she's such a great con artist, she's conning the entire game that she's a guy?
If you want to. put it that way.
It seemed more fun that way.
Anyway, back to this game.
Oh, right.
When I touch something, I always get
Oh
that
my
headache.
gosh. Ew. Not even gonna go there.
Good conclusion. An event that happened in the past. So this wasn't actually the future this time. So basically, I'm not just a fortune teller. I can remember the past now.
Which you were never there for.
I wonder if I can abuse this.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Huh. So let's see, you have future sight, past sight. You have 2 psychic moves right there.
Shut up,
one
I
real
was just
psychic
about
move.
to go to sleep, and now you want me to go and see the Guildmaster.
It's late at night. Wigglytuff looks like some freaky cult leader there, with the fire and everything.
Hi. Your team went for a lot today. Yes, a lot. But don't worry, I'm keeping a watch on your activities. I should tell you why I called you here. We're planning to mount a full expedition soon. Yay!
Wigglytuff's a stalker.
Oh, we're going on a trip. This is just exciting.
They're gonna kill us all off one by one.
When I actually went through this the first time, this was actually really exciting to me. Also, it just gave that same feeling to when I usually go to Hong Kong. Yeah, I find going to Hong Kong exciting, but I only do it once a year, so you'll probably see the meaning there if you go on holidays.
I live in his head, I still don't get it.
I'm sure you two can do it. Try hard. Yes.
Well, of course Lancelot's going to try hard. She's going to find this exciting, isn't she?
You just had to put as many gender references in there as possible, didn't you?
Chapter 6.
Team
Skull.
That sounds pleasant. What happened?
Let's see. Now... Yeah, currently I'm actually bronze rank.
Lazy bronze rank. At least it's not anything after bronze rank that you're doing.
Yeah, the badge doesn't actually show up as bronze, it just shows up as green.
That's because you're noobs. Green noobs. Anyway, I believe every time you rank up on your badge, you'll actually get like a message, you get an item, and I think Kangaskhan storage goes up by some amount or something.
Yeah.
To a maximum of 100
Yeah, my current
pages.
storage is 96 at the moment. 96 items. That's already quite a lot, but it'll
Yeah.
increase even more, because you'll need the space, definitely.
It'll increase to 800 max. 8 items per page, 100 pages. And trust me, you'll need it.
That's what I just said.
I know, but I'm repeating you, in case you couldn't hear you. I barely heard you, and I'm right inside of you, and that just sounds wrong. Say something!
Let's go and check the board today.
How many outlaws are there today?
Wait a minute, what's that over there?
Pokemon?
Wait a minute, do I
Oh my
recognise
God.
those two?
It's the random Zubat and random coughing.
It's the random floating ball and the bat.
I got the image of Zubat using coughing as a beach ball now.
I wonder if anyone's actually made like a beach ball with like coughing on it.
That would be pretty interesting.
What are you doing here? Well, that isn't suspicious, but I don't trust you two. You two
They're
are
too
probably
weak.
up to something. You're probably gonna like scribble onto like the letters up there.
True. Or to just take them all, despite the limit. By the way, the limit of jobs you can take are 8, sadly.
You, come with us for a second.
No!
What is it?
Sunflora, help him.
Now,
Somebody
don't take what I'm
help.
about to say the wrong way. You should just forget about being on an exploration team. What? Why? Well, you're timid. You scare easily. A scaredy cat like you is not cut out to be on an exploration team.
Use Hyper Beam. Yingpingu, use Hyper Beam. No, Bulbasaur's in the way. Bulbasaur, Lancelot, move so Yingpingu can use Hyper Beam and kill those two.
I don't have Hyper Beam though.
Lazy Yingpingu! Should have Hyper Beam by now.
Big talk. You sure talk about a talent, but what sort of skills do you have? Well, let's see. Number one, their best skill is losing.
Well, they can fly. That's like the only redeeming thing.
Yeah, 2, they can levitate or fly. 3, they seem to stink a lot. What is that smell?
Why are they called Team Skull? Because these two can't do anything.
Because they're numbskulls? Here's the chief.
They have a chief. Oh my.
What is that smell?
Okay, then that. Oh god.
That smells worse than 1,000 farts. It reeks like rotten cheese.
Couldn't you just hold your
And
breath?
it's skankier than out-of-date eggs. My eyes are burning.
Is there a Pokemon that doesn't have a nose?
Apparently my sense of smell is really good in this game.
Yes, it is. Because you're just dead.
There's something else, Chief. It's the potential to go big. The expedition. That sounds tasty. What on earth? They're up to something, and I can't do anything about it because I'm knocked out cold.
Or you're dead.
Lancelot, I can't move. I'm frigid. Oh, that smelled really bad. Get me a medic straight away. You're not a wimp.
Aldina.
If anything, I'm the wimp. We'll be wimps together and make a successful team and show everyone that timid people can make a good team.
Except when they're running away from everything.
You have very little confidence in us, don't you? Right,
Meh.
check out your bulletin board.
Like I
See if
said,
any
very
jobs
little
are
confidence in Lancelot, more in Yingpingu, except in water dungeons.
Oh, there's actually jobs on multiple cavemen.
Lovely. Like, you're gonna want to do those. Anything worth? You need better eyes.
Oh, something special's going on.
A Wubba Fett and
Yes,
a Whiner.
it is a good day. Unlike this headache that's in my head. But other than that, yes, I'm fine. Hopes and dreams, is that your catchphrase or something? So basically, this is the proper introduction of Spinda's Café. And you finally get to go in.
Why not?
Now, you're probably thinking, why have we making such a big deal out of this?
I don't know either.
Well, let me explain. This is actually a new feature in Explorers of Sky, as I've obviously said before. And there's obviously Spinda himself. I always confuse Spinda with Spinnerack.
Lovely. You confuse this weird teddy bear thing with a spider.
Well, they've both got Spin in their name, I keep on confusing their names.
Spinda, Spinnerack. There's even a different amount of syllables.
Today is our grand opening. Allow me to show you around the premises. Yay, a guided tour. This is the juice bar. You've undoubtedly collected gummies and apples during your explorations. Yes, you have.
Nice.
I will take those ingredients, because they are ingredients, and make them into a delicious drink.
Hey, my Pikachu uses it to write.
And there's actually the other facility. There's actually 2 facilities here. And this is the recycle shop.
I think this is like a
This is basically like a
lottery.
trade shop. You basically trade around items. Yes, that does seem wasteful. Look at that face on Spinda.
He looks like he's confused. I do have to ask you something. What's the benefit of making a drink compared to just eating the gummy?
You'll find out. Yeah, once I Spinda
Well-
finishes introducing all of this.
Was it the card thing?
That was a good tour, definitely. Nice place you have here, Spinda.
Yeah, under log. Seriously, how'd you figure this out?
Alright, so here's a red gummy, and I'm going to use it right now.
You're gonna waste a red gummy?
So, you go up to Spinda, and if you actually look to my intro, you've always seen Spinda like up here, so you're wondering what's Spinda do up here. Basically, you order for a drink, and you
Stand
choose
there
your
in the lobby of
selected item, and you give it to Spinda. You then choose who drinks it. Obviously, I'll drink it, because red gummies are good for fire types. Yes?
You get grass green gummies.
I did the red gummy. That's right. I don't know why Wildfire has to join in. Shake it this way, shake it that way, and stir it all around, and it's done.
Okay, what exactly does shaking a gummy do? Liquefy it? That's about it?
My IQ goes up, and when you use a gummy as a drink, one of your sats will be boosted. It's a random sat every time, but here you can see my special attack has risen up by 1 unit.
You know, that happens normally with gummies too, you know.
But the happening chance of it for drinks is actually much better for this.
Okay. Well, unless you just shove gummies up down your throat, then yeah.
You can also try your luck at apples and orange berries. Very rarely they'll actually boost your HP.
That's gotta
Obviously,
be fun.
it's much of a gamble.
Items that increase HP: life seeds, citrus berries. Citrus berries do it when your HP is currently maxed. It'll increase it by about 2. Life seeds do it by about 3.
If you've been storing at apples, because you might have, you can trade them for orange berries at the moment. That's the only item you can trade it for the moment. But as the
Not
game
exactly
progresses, you can trade for like more types of items.
Prize ticket.
Price
What's that
tickets. Basically, you trade any items you wish, and you get a price ticket. Then it basically acts like a lottery. So basically, Wolfvet over there will actually check the ticket, and if it's a winner, you get a random free item. Be careful though. The value of the items you may have traded in for that price ticket may be actually significantly higher than the item you might get. It's really a gamble with this.
So it's kind of worth it to use cheaper items.
Occasionally you get really good items though, so...
For example, reviver seeds that turn into plain seeds, why not use a plain seed?
Yeah, so use your plain seeds here, I guess.
Perfect place to get rid of them, unless you want to eat them. 5.
You can also have the option of making your team members wait at Spinda's Café.
Yeah, like we have any other members.
Of course I do.
Wait, what? Our members don't stay with us on our main squad? You only get 2 members?
No, you know your team members usually wait for you at the waterhole in like time of darkness. You can actually set the option to make them wait at the cafe instead.
Oh. Oh, well, actually that's pleasant.
Yes, I did see it. I'm not blind.
Anyway, I was using the sarcasm when I mentioned that you can only have 2 members on your team, mainly, I guess.
So if you want to rearrange your team, just ring this bell by selecting it.
I was not glaring at you for speaking over me.
What did you want to say? Just say it now.
I forgot already. Alright, I always wished they would have given you a 3rd main member for your team. Instead of just the main 2, instead of just, main 2.
Oh, if they actually released like a 3rd generation Mystery Dungeon games, that'd be so good. Technically there is a 3rd generation, but that's just for the Wii. You know, the
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But I'm just meant like a one for the DS or 3DS like that.
And by 3rd generation, he means 3rd generation Pokemon Mystery Dungeon wise, not the main RPG wise. Not the main wise, okay? Because I can already hear people say, no, we're up to the 5th generation, you idiot. So I figured I have to clarify that. To the best of my powers, or the worst of my powers.